Okay, not excited at all about the Fantastic Four reboot. I'm like most of the people who think that either Fox should just kind of take the loss and maybe sell that to Marvel. Not because I don't think Fox can do a good job, I just think that the time to have Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark, Bruce Banner, and a pretty good Reed Richards Fantastic Four is a drastically closing window. And I think that if you could, I don't think we're going to see a drop off in the X-Men franchise anytime soon. Even though I still think Hugh Jackman should do a crossover with the Avengers. There's a lot of cool things you could do with Fantastic Four and the Avengers, both being based out of New York. But a new trailer came out, and it's surprisingly good. I'm not sure if it's good because my expectations have hit like a zero note. It's like asymptotically just reaching that, like, as long as it's better than like Batman and Robin. They showed a lot more of the actual like film and the process behind it, and how they're actually going to essentially go to the negative zone, which is an awesome concept. The only downside is it seems like they didn't actually know each other. I've never quite understood. There's also my romantic comedies where you just meet somebody and you feel this huge, undenying connection with that person that you have to do this. Even if they work together for a couple of months. I don't picture them hitting that point like makes huge technological breakthrough, we made a mistake, I feel this ultimate level of responsibility and I want to fix it. It seems like there's going to be a disconnect there. I also don't like the fact that they're also very, very young. What made Fantastic Four work in the comics is they were the first family. They actually had some age. They'd spent time together. These were guys who knew each other in high school and hung out together in college. People who, at least knew each other a little bit. So when this actually happened, they had, years and years of time together. So they actually had a true familial feeling bond. And the first two did a good job on one thing. Lighthearted family fun. Yes, they only successfully nailed 2 out of the 5 principal characters, which is the hard thing about Fantastic Four. If you look at how they did X-Men, it was pretty much, so who'd you nail? We nailed Magneto, we nailed Professor Xavier, and we nailed Wolverine. Well, who are your primary characters? Those are your primary characters. Also did a great job on Rogue. So they nailed their primary core group of characters. Everyone else could be not quite perfect fit for the role, but you nailed your primary characters. Fantastic Four requires you to nail 5 characters. The first time around, Storm, Chris Evans, Thing, Chiklis. Great job. Richards, Ian Gulford had his moments. Jessica Alba, Julie McMahon, love him in Nip Tuck, horrible Doctor Doom. And now that we've seen more of it, Thing still looks rough. It looks like he has no pants. I don't want to be seeing his gravel. I mean, he should have on pants. And also, they might do some sort of military campaigns, which seem kind of weird. Bright Spot, showing an expansion and a much more dynamic use of Sue Storm's powers. This scene where they're showing them like all going through their initial like movements looks pretty good. But then again, we've seen a decade since the last film, so that's a lot of time. It's a huge amount of time for the special effects to become a lot better. The overall story still seems kind of lackluster. I know it's based on the Ultimates universe. I've read through some of that, and I just did not care at all for the Ultimates Fantastic Four, exception of 2 times: Marvel Zombies and anything to do with Thanos. So I thought Ultimate Thanos was a beautiful look. Beautiful look. But beyond that, the characters just felt so disposable. I think that's the problem with this one. The characters really do feel like they don't actually connect with each other. And they really just feel like 4 generic characters. So, if Fox is dead set on running the Fantastic Four for a couple more years? Disney. I know you guys are watching this, because why wouldn't you? Live action Incredibles.